Good morning, everyone. 8Bits here with a happy Sunday. Yes, it's a happy Sunday. All right, double checking all my stuff. I had some updates again. Sound was messed up this morning. Camera didn't want to work. Yeah, I think we got everything though. All right. I don't know why it always, every time there's some sort of update, it just messes up your sound. I don't know why it resets it. All right, let's get some music on here. That looks like it's still working. Sophie treat right off the bat. Good morning, Pinooch. How are you doing today? All right, let's switch over. Maybe there we go. I don't know, Pinooch. I don't know if you use a Stream Deck. Mine lately has been acting really weird. Like sometimes it wants to work, sometimes it doesn't, and other times, like I have to shut the program down and reload it. Oops. I don't know what's going on with it, and I can't seem to get update 7 whatever it is 7.4 or something installed. Yeah, it's acted weird a couple times. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's just because it's old, but I mean, like, it should be updating. It's just 7 point whatever is not wanting to update. Like, I'll tell it to update, and then it acts like it didn't update. So I don't know. All right. I have double Star Wars news. So, if you're a Star Wars fan, right, the new Star Wars Galactic Racer game, this one right here, has put out its release date. I think this racing game is going to be really, really good. Really good. This is it right here. We're going to pause this so we can watch it. But this is the trailer for it, the official trailer that came out like 2 days ago, right? Ooh, that's loud. All right. I'm really excited for this. Yeah, the Pod Racer game on N64. All right, get out of there. You're in the way. All right. I think that's going to look really, really good. I think when it comes out, it'll be great. Right. So it's going to come out October 6th of this year. And I'm really looking forward to it. The other Star Wars news is The Mandalorian and Grogu, right? Comes into theaters at the end of this month. So I think it's May 22nd. Well, here it looks like Thursday night, May 21st, they have early release watching, but it officially releases on the 22nd. Oh, you hope? Yeah, I thought. Well, hopefully, hopefully that they have a number of things to it, but first person view would definitely be cool. Oh, can you imagine that in VR? That would be awesome. It should have released tomorrow for May the 4th. Be with you, right? They missed the mark, right? That's all. But at least it's in the same month of it as it. It's off by a couple weeks, but at least it's in the same month. So that comes out, like I said, the 22nd, and a early release on the night of the 21st. I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely going to go see it. But speaking of a movie that's coming out this coming week on the 8th, I think it is. Let me look. Yeah, it'll be on the 8th. Is this movie. And this looks really funny. The Sheep Detective, right? It's just a comedy. Hugh Jackman's in it. And I've liked pretty much every single movie that he's been in. The stories are usually, like, the story's pretty good. So I think it'll be worth going to go watch, right? At least, you know, you get out for a little bit and laugh a bit. So we're looking forward to that. So we have this one. Then we have Mandalorian and Grogu. Then in June, Masters of the Universe, The Power Returns, comes out on June 5th. And this one looks pretty good, I have to say. I don't know if how much you watched some of the other Masters of the Universe ones that they have done. Some weren't really good, but some are okay. This one looks like it's going to be pretty good. So excited to be able to go see that. And I don't know if it's just me or not. Yeah, this one looks like the cartoon series. Exactly. And I'm excited for it. So, and that one, this comes out on June 5th. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like there are no new movies. What's the right term? Like, no new concepts, right? All we're doing is just repeating old movies. Like, we can't come up with something new. And I don't get it. I don't understand it. I'm like, we have so many ideas, so many concepts out there, but yet we're just remaking movies. Because I think I just saw the Never Ending Story remake is returning to the big screen. They are going to redo it as a multiple movie series stuff, right? Like, we don't need to remake everything, you know? It was really good though. But yeah, it's here it is. The Never Ending Story remake was announced in March of this year. It's going to separate itself into a couple different movies or a movie in a series. I'm not sure what it's going to do, but yeah, we're just remaking everything. And we don't need to. Like, we need to stop. We have a problem. And I don't get it. Right? Like, did we lose the ability to write new concepts? I don't know. So, Panuch, you know, I've wondered, you're good with computer stuff. Have you ever thought about making a computer game? Learning how to do the coding and make a game? Let me get the music back on. There it goes. I don't know why I got paused. You thought about it, learn C#? Yeah, you could do it. You could learn C#. On here somewhere, because I use GameMaker, right? So GameMaker script for or GameMaker language, right? It's kind of like JavaScript, but in the future, what they're going to be doing on one of the LTS models here. They plan to make it so that you can write in one of these languages, right? Right now, it's just GameMaker language, so it's totally different. But I was thinking about that. I was like, oh, you're really good with stuff. And I was like, oh, you may enjoy making a game. And Super Poverty Man, welcome in. C# #1, yes. C# is #1. What? The support comes in Q4 of this year, maybe. It looks like it's going to be this year. But you don't have any ideas? I mean, when I started, I didn't have any ideas, right? So, like, I started making all these things. I was like, oh, I'll just do a tutorial. I did some game jams to help me give me ideas. Then Pixel Warrior branched off of a tutorial. It ended up to be like a year-long game for my first big one. But I don't know. I mean, like, I did a couple tutorials and game jams to help me try to give me ideas, right? You just start small, work on a couple little things, and you'll come across, come up with stuff. I think you'd be good at it. All right, so we've talked about Masters of the Universe coming out in June because we were talking movies. We have Mandalorian and Grogu at the end of the month coming out on the 22nd. And for something fun, Sheep Detectives comes out at the end of this coming week on the 8th. So we're going to go see it. I think it'll be fun. It's going to be a short movie, but, hey, I think it'll be fun. And then Star Wars Galactic Racer for pod racing comes out in October 6th. All right. I think we'll switch over. There we are. Yeah. I think you would enjoy it, Panuch. I mean, it may take a few, right, to get ideas and everything else for it, but you'll get it. Also, as always, I have the drawing, game dev, design whiteboard up, and you can join it by clicking on the link at the top of the chat. You don't have to make an account or anything. You're just a guest. You just come into the whiteboard. So I have chat area. I also have all the stuff that we talked about like yesterday, sort of re-brought back in here to review, particularly this, right? We had talked about restructuring or redesigning the combat page, like battle, just a little bit. Currently, this is what it was, right? Where the big panel was on the left. And now I'm going to show you where it's at. I spent probably a good 5 hours yesterday, at least a good 5 hours working on this. So a couple things to note. I resized it, so let me resize this. There, I think we'll just do that. It'll fit the whole screen now. All right. So I zoomed it out, right? So I made it a little more like you're a little bit farther away. And I had to fix a few things. I had to fix up here because it offset, right? But now when we go into fight, this is it. And you can't see because some of the other stuff on the screen. Where are the clips? Let's turn those off. There we go. All right, so now it's zoomed out. What that meant was I had to build more scenery around the edges, right? So I had to add scenery onto it because before it was like a smaller screen and I didn't have the scenery there. So I did that. No, I don't think we need the fog. This is all going to get reworked, the lighting system, because I just don't like it as a giant circle. Right? I just haven't gotten to the light system yet. But no, I think this will get reworked a little bit. And maybe it'll be more fog-ish, like more of a shader look versus just a giant circle that's punched through blackness. Right? I would love, by the way, I'll show it in a minute, to use a particular shader for this. I just don't think it's going to happen. But, all right, so now down here in the bottom left is our attack buttons, right? So when you hit attack, the new panel comes out, and it's down here, out of the way, opens up the screen a little bit. We still have our normal attacks for right now. Right? Damage focus stuff is here. I moved battle focus over to the left just a little bit. And what I'm hoping to get done is going to be over in this section is going to be a character screen where it'll show the character, the HP, and your total AP available, action points available to you, right? And ignore my test buttons. But I think it'll look good. So we'll we'll upgrade AP. So now we have 6, right? And DB for Dancing Blade is unlocked. We'll end turn. We'll come back into it. And now we have special attack, right? So when we click it, we have Dancing Blade. And even though there's only one here, it attacks every single enemy at once, right? So it's an AoE attack. But it shows up like that. Yeah. I think I like the screen, right? I like it the way it looks. I liked it. I'm liking the zoom out look. And I fixed XP, right? So now the bar is actually working, and that's what this was here for me testing the XP. So I need to turn that off at some point. Oh yeah. So if you the wisp is going away. All right. I don't know. All right. We have, I think everything is working pretty good now. Right? I like how the town is zoomed out. I feel like that's a better view. And one of the things I noted was when you come into the marsh, it gets super dark, like really dark. And it does not, I don't know what happened. I know it's because I was messing with the light And it says march across the middle of it, but it's like pitch, can't see anything. So I'll have to fix that at some point today, probably. But like, it's dark. It should not be that dark. All right. Let me close this. Oh, what was it I was going to show you? I don't remember now. Oh, let me grab a screenshot of the current battle thing, and we'll put it into the web whiteboard. Ouch. All right, so there's the Wisp. You have to talk to it right now on the first try, like the first time you're in there, because it seems to want to go away. All right. And then in here, that's where we're currently at with it. Overall, I think it's coming along nicely, right? One of the things I was looking at is this, right? So some sort of, I don't know what to call it, player, like character stat screen, right? So on it, you're going to have your character, you're going to have your HP with it, and it'll show action point, so where you're at. And I think the numbering needs to change, right? For action points, I think you're going to start with a higher number of action points. And I think that'll be sort of a better thing. And then every time you level up, that kind of stuff, all this stuff will go up with you. All right. So, what do we got? I think that, I mean, I think it looks pretty good, right? And like I said, we're going to add this at some point here. For right now, it'll probably just look like this one. Now, these are temporary. I'm just coding in regular rectangles with like a black background and a white board, like a little border. I'd like to work graphically and try to design something that'll make it look nice. But for now, this stuff will do. And like I said, I don't know what... I did something. I just don't know what. Where I messed up the lighting, right? So, yeah. All right. With the way it currently looks, does anybody... What do we think of the current look of the battle screen? I'm liking the way this is. This was sort of suggested yesterday from Mr. D-Boy, and then we ran with it, right? And said, oh, you know, this is actually kind of a good idea. And then everybody was making, you know, thoughts and contributions to it. But I like it, you know. I zoomed it out to give more room and look inside here. I changed some of the layout. Yeah, so I think it's looking pretty good. All right. I know here. Let's run it again. And I heard the ding. I'm pretty sure my Stream Deck just decided to stop working again. All right, so right here, when it switches over, it says Marsh. I need to fix that. Right? So let's stop it. Right here. All right, so dark zones, world map on the marsh, and I'm hard coding it in, right? So in these coordinates, which if you go to the world map, it's right, like it sort of sections this into a zone, and while you're in that zone, it changes the light system. But this is probably why. I think I was doing something, and I don't remember why I was doing it that way, but I said it that way. Point about 7.5. Let's see what that looks like. So, anybody that's out there, have you played version 1? That's still available on the website, right? So, version 1's still up on the itch page. That is for version 1. And if so, do you have you any suggestions or thoughts about the direction on how things should be? And we can add it into our list on the whiteboard. Let me put there. This is stuff that we talked about for like categories and the sort of the order of things we were working on. All right. So I wonder why, if I leave there, I can see the wisp, and it doesn't go away. But if I go to the basement and fight and come back, the wisp is gone. But also, I see the wisp through the house, so I gotta fix that. All right, we're going into the marsh. I think the numbering of 0.75 should be better. All right, there we are. Do we feel like it should be a little darker, or is that still pretty good? I think I mean, it's definitely better than having it so that it was a solid black. Maybe a little lighter. Oh, all right. I was thinking darker. Because it gets lighter when you're in town. But the marsh is kind of like, oh, the spooky space. All right, well, we'll think about it. So for right now, we'll leave it at 0.75. I guess we'll just play and come up with stuff as we think about it. So let's grab a quest. This I do need to fix. See how small brewer is there? Let me get my notes up. So brewer, portrait. And shop. Viewer for dialogue needs increased in size, right? All right. We have a Sophie treat. Also, David, welcome in. How are you doing today? Here we are. Let's switch over to the doggo cam here. No, so that did in fact do that. We'll have to reset my stupid stream deck again. Is that good girl? All right, let's go back to the game screen. Let me close this application. Let me restart the application. Do I have a success? I don't know. Stream Deck, are you working? Sort of working. All right. I think it fixed itself. Let's restart the game. So, David, there's been some updates now since the last time you were here. And some of it is I zoomed out the game, so it gives a little more wide view. I kind of like it. I think this is a good distance, I should say. And I am going to be starting to work on more NPCs soon. So I'll be adding new people in. And I heard that. Who is that? Sophie Treat from Brent. Did you get in first, Brent? No. You're third in line today. All right, but we have two of them back to back. There we are. It worked this time. All right. Sophie Treat number one. She goes off. She likes to take her time and chew it. So, whose do I still owe? David's. After she's done with that one, I'll get yours. You all done there, girl? You want another? Sit. Sophie. All right. There we go. Yeah, so next time. Brent, you'll get it one of these days. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right, we picked up our quest. We're going to go and we're going to talk to the Wisp. So the Wisp is here just for testing, right? There is no other reason to have it there. And I'm going to turn that clip off. Wisp to travel with you. Perfect. We'll pick it up. Now, you get XP for talking to the Wisp. And so I'm testing everything, right? But the Wisp is going to be hidden somewhere. And you'll find out when you try to go get it at some point, like, why you need it. But for now, it's just inside the bar, right? Because that's where everybody is. Because here's Spinooch. All right, so we have the Wisp. It's following along. We're going to go in, and I'm going to show you, everyone, the new sort of look that I spent like 5 hours yesterday doing this. Panuch is in the game before you. Well, he's in the pub. You're not in the pub. You're wandering around outside. Right? So, new look. You now have the battle focus slightly more over to the left. Everything is zoomed out, right? So I feel like it gives it a better feel. And this is the new attack panel. It's smaller, and a lot more compact. You still have all the same options, right? Unless you're first. Okay. You're not quite first. But it's getting there, right? So I feel like this is a good feel to it. And like I said, I may have spent like 5 hours yesterday trying to work on stuff. And it took me a while to get this. I broke the camera a few times trying to zoom it out. Yeah. And like I said, every time the player gets hit, it has a different tone sound with the same voice, right? So much less claustrophobic, yeah. All right, this will be good. So you can hear all three. Let me pause the music here. You'll hear all like 3 different tones from the player. Well, 2 of them were the same. It's on a random. But I think that's better, right? Light? Oh, we haven't got to the light. Yeah, ignore the light. This was brought up earlier. Panuch talked about it. I want the whole lighting system to get reworked. I just haven't figured that out yet. Like what I want to do. Oh, that's what I wanted to show. So I would still love to use the glare engine, but I don't think it's gonna. I don't know if it'll happen or not. But this circle irritates me a little bit. Right? I feel like it shouldn't be there during the battle. I would like to come up with more of a, I don't know, a fused look, like a vinaigrette style look. And maybe that'll be better and it'll be over the whole screen versus just a solid circle. And Homeless, are we playing with the timing out? You timed out Brent. Tisk tisk. All right, 15 seconds, Brent, and you'll be back. Homeless has discovered the timeout feature inside Tangia. So you can yell at him in a minute. Homeless. Worth 50 bits every day. All right. It should only be for 15 seconds, so hopefully Brent comes back. Yeah. But, yes, this I don't like. I don't like it on the battle screen. How's that? What I do like, and there's Brent. All right. Yeah, Homeless discovered the timeout feature. He has to spend bits for it, but it's inside Tangia. Homeless, he's pissed. Yeah, he's going to get your address now to send a package of poison. True. Right? I don't like this. Like that light there. What I would love... Yeah, even now, even worse, Brent. Homeless, he's packing the glitter into a package to send to you in a little glitter bomb that's going to go poof, and you're just going to have glitter poison everywhere. Right? All right, so this engine is absolutely wonderful. It's pretty technical. I struggle with it. But, and I already have it, right? So we're going to show a little video of it. Well, let me go to YouTube here. So this is it, right? The glare engine for GameMaker. And I feel like it would be really cool to have directional light coming off the player. But, I mean, like, it's pretty in-depth with the shading for it. Right? So I don't even know. I have no idea if it... it's going to take me a little bit to figure this out, I think. He's got a Discord. I'm on it. But I really like it, right? You have objects and you get shadow around them, so you could have like shadows on trees, that kind of stuff, and you can do RGB lights. But I think that would be really, really nice to get working. Like I said, this is a glare engine for GameMaker. For GameMaker. I just need to get it to be work right. and it looks really good for like a first person, like a top down shooter. But I think it could be made to look pretty good inside a like an RPG game where you're kind of wandering around and shadows are going off of like trees and other objects. It's just how much time it will take me to figure it out. That's all. Anyways, the whole reason I started talking about that was because, oops, back to this, was this. I don't like the giant circle for the lighting. I just don't. I don't really like it at all inside the battle. So what are some of the ideas that people have about lighting? So since it's a topic today, let's talk about it. What do people want to see? Like, what do we think? I, for one, am not a fan of the giant circle. No. I think what we could do is maybe turn off the light system for now in the battle room. Is the lighting system or the glare engine? I think the light is, only because when... Do I have one open? No. Let's go back to room world map. So when you're here in like grasslands, it's kind of light out, right? You don't need the light on, and I'm gonna make it so probably it's not there. I would love to figure out a day-night cycle. That would be cool. But when you get into the marsh, it's darker, right? So yeah, having some sort of light, I think, would be cool. Yeah, and the reason I want it is because I feel like it adds more of a spookier suspense to the marsh area, and it is a drastic, like, it is a difference between the grasslands and inside the marsh. And that way, also, we could, when you get here, you can be a little bit different, and the ancient forest area will have a different lighting to it. But like I said, I would love to use the glare engine, because then I could do shadows and that kind of stuff off the trees. As well. But, I mean, I don't know. The cave system, definitely. I know for sure the cave will have a lighting to it. But I do like having this a little darker, because, like, if we look at it now, right? I need to turn it off in here too. You're inside. You don't need it in there. Here, you can sort of see it, but I don't know if it's needed. And I could probably just make it so that this is lighter. And it's really when you go into the marsh, right? So we go to the marsh. It says marsh now. And it gets a little darker. And the music has changed. So... yeah. I just want the circle thing to feel more natural. I think that's the thing. Wait up, homeless. What you want? All right. We have a Sophie treat. There we go. All right. Yeah, there has to be a better way. That's all. Like, I just want the circle to feel more natural. I don't need it to be just a circle. So I'll work on that at some point. But what we're going to do is let's do a check. Let's make it so that we are in here somewhere. We're going to put a check into this. Here. We're going to make this. We're going to take this. I'm just going to do this. And leave it there for a minute. We're going to say if room battle or room or can I just say room interior and we exit it, right? Can I do that, or do I have to say or room equals that? Well, let's try it this way. I think I can do this. So if room is either room battle or room interior, we exit the lighting system, right? I'm gonna run it. Pretty sure I need room on both. Okay, I guess we'll find out here in a second. Yeah. All right. I feel like that's weird. I should just be able to say if the room is one of this, this one or that one without having to say this. But I feel like that's just odd. No. All right. It does not like that. So, unbalanced stack. All right. I've never seen unbalanced stack. Let me put that up here. So, unbalanced create event object spawner. I wonder I have this stuff here. Let's see.
Hello there.
Hello?
Hello there. Another happy landing.
Hello there. I did make a new room just for the cave system. Right? So I took out all the other stuff, and now I think I need to do that for this. We're going to get rid of... All right. We get rid of that. On here. So maybe I can't do it this way. Because it shouldn't matter if there's a skeleton in there or not, right? If surface exists, yeah, my lighting. I hate when you do that. So if our surface exists, which is the lighting surface, I should say, I think what I'm trying to do is like surface free. Also, I wasn't paying attention, was I? We are in ads. So, let me take a beer right back. I'm going to uncover Arwen. I'm going to grab some more coffee. Then we'll get back to it. So, hang tight. All right. We're back. I have more coffee. We have uncovered Arwen, who's happy now. I know. All right, all the animals are happy. So, I think the issue, Kelvar, paying attention is hard. No, good morning. Paying attention? What? Yeah. I can't help it. You got so many things going on, right? And yeah. I hope you're doing well. I hope today, what day is today? Sunday? Yeah. I hope your Sunday's going well. Today, oh, for the ads? I thought you just meant in general. I was like, yeah, I'm not paying attention. I said I wasn't paying attention to the ads. True. They snuck up on me. Part of the problem is I only have it set to tell me a minute ahead of the ads. I don't want it sitting there for 3 minutes telling me there's ads coming, but I should probably do that. It only notifies me a minute ahead of it. And if I'm on a tangent or something, forget it. And like, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I think this is an okay thing. I'm going to do surface free. I want same thing, surface free for the lighting surface. I'm going to say maybe light surface equals a -1 that confirm that it's like off, and then exit in this way. So yeah. Also today it is going to be Taco Sunday. We are going to a taco place for lunch, which makes the best like puffy taco shell, and oh, it's so good. So good. So I'm looking forward to that. No, -1. And then we're going to put an exit in here. And I think variable lighting. Yeah, I think that should help it recognize it so that when I switch to the room that doesn't have it, it works faster. Like it'll work. And surface stacking won't sort of get left like open. It'll be more balanced. So I don't know. We'll see. And Kelvar, I don't know how long you've been hanging out, but well, we're still having issues. All right. Surface in use via surface. All right, so I don't know what this one means either. But it's not the un one. It's not the unbalanced surface stack. So let's put that up into notes here. That's right here, right? Like, what the hell? So it doesn't like that line. If room what am I missing? I'm missing a reset. With surface. So surfaces. Usually if you wake up on time, excellent. You're lurking at stream start as you work on stuff. Gotcha. I don't always say things unless something catches your ear. True. I appreciate you lurking. But Have you seen some of the stuff that it was showing earlier and like what it looks like? You don't usually work on surfaces, Brent, and you're about to sleep for work tomorrow. But what if you free it before you go into that room? I mean, it could be. I think I have to do a reset, like once right here, right? Once you are done drawing to the surface, you reset the draw target so that all farther drawing happens on the screen again. If you reset it, I think it'll free it. Yeah. We'll figure it. All right, let me try it. And so we call it. I think it should go before this. Right? Surface reset. Target. All right, well, let's try that. Flames, welcome in. No, it won't. Oh. I'm trying. I'm getting better. Or struggle busing the code today. Although, by the way, it just worked. There's the game. I don't know why it worked. Maybe that's worse. I don't know why it worked, but it worked. So now, we do not have the lighting system in the pub. And, let's pick up the Wisp. We're good in the basement. And we do not have the lighting system in the battle map. Right? So we don't have that, but so if we run, let's go check outside. Secret Harbor, welcome in. Good morning. And we have the lighting system working here. And we have the marsh and the lighting working here. I think that worked. I don't know why it worked at all. But that worked. So maybe we should look at it because I have no idea why, like, it worked. Right? This was the code that I came up with that replaced this. I knew lighting surfaces, right? So surface exists, surface free. I had to look for that one and found it here. But I don't know why that particular order of things worked. And Brent, you were off. Have a good one. I appreciate you being here. Have a good night. And I will chat with you later. And Flames, I don't know if you're still there. I don't know why this worked. But I'm not going to spend a lot of time trying to figure it out. If it works, it works. Right? Oh, you missed it. So Secret Harbor, Jeepin and I are going to a taco place today for lunch, and we're gonna get like the puffy tacos and all that stuff. We're looking forward to it. It's so good. All right. Well, like I said, I don't know why, but it worked, and that's fine. Because all I was originally trying to do was just turn off the the lighting system in the pub and the battle. But this is the new system now, and we'll run it. Maybe we'll play through some stuff, and I'll start marking down some things that I know need fixed. Oh, and you'll like this if you're still there, Secret Harbor. I'm constantly distracted by stuff today. In 2 weeks, on the 16th, the weekend of the 16th, 15th, 16th, Boots in the Park. We are going to this, and it is a huge concert with multiple bands in it, right? And you find some pictures here. It's all held down at the hot air balloon park, and it's going to be massive. So it's got multiple stages, things going on at different times. They have like a rundown of different people that are going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. And so we're going to it. We've never been there, been to it, but we know some others that are going. Yeah, it's going to be big because it's the whole balloon park. And you're there for like 12 hours. It starts at noon and runs until about midnight. So we're looking forward to it. We're bringing like our camping chairs to be able to sit. We have access into the whiskey tasting tent, and so we're going to do that. And they have their own little stage in there, which is going to be great. It's going to be good. It's going to be a fun time. It's all week. It goes for 2 days, but we're only going one of the days. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun and a lot of people. Yeah, look at all the people from one of the previous ones. I mean, like, it's gonna be a lot of people. Yeah, it'll be fun. That's a lot. Anyways, that is what it is going to be, not next weekend, but the weekend after it, the weekend of the 15th and 16th. Will be a big crowd. Yeah, it's going to be big. We don't always, I have to say, we don't always like doing super big events. But for this one, we're like, yeah, we're going to do it. And it gives us an excuse to wear our cowboy boots. We have cowboy hats and all that stuff. So we're going to wear it with everybody else. It's going to be fun. You know, I won't be wearing my Irish flat cap. I'll be wearing a cowboy hat. We'll get pictures. All right. We're gonna come in. You got rid of your boots years ago? Yeah. We love wearing those things. I mean, well, we're in the environment for it too, right? Yeah. And it'll be nice. So it'll be fun. It'll be a good event. Outside of that, we're not doing any other big things this month. We have like 2 movies we're going to go see this month, and then like 1 movie next month. But that's it until we get to really September. So, all right. This, which you can't really see here because he's so small, I need to fix the all right, we can get rid of this error message, the stacking. Let's this, right? So that one here, the brewer portrait for the dialogue needs to be bigger. All right. I already have that one written down, so we don't have to worry about it. There. Now, when I talk to him, and what is the... Since I zoomed out the game, right? I don't think I've looked at the shop. Yeah, no, I haven't looked at it. I need to make this maybe bigger now. All right, for those that play like RPGs, MMO, do you feel like the shop and the regular inventory need to be bigger? We need to make note of this. So we got that one. We're going to do shop portraits. Portraits need adjusted in position. Okay. Position. All right. Yeah, because the shopkeep here should be on the edge of it. And the player should be up here as well. All right. I feel like all right, these are still good. They're lining up. I gotta fix the font still. Font on item in inventory / shop needs fixed. It's fuzzy. All right, so we have that. If I hit J, our quest journal needs recentered. Future needs, well, the future needs of it are what? I need some sort of UI for it. Also, the reward says 25 gold. So your reward is 25 gold. I don't think that's what it does. I think it's giving 50 gold. Gives wrong amount. All right, let's check it. I have 10 out of 10. Why? Because I'm starting the game with 10 of these for testing. And yeah. So, Secret Harbor, what do you have going on today? All right, you're back. Did you clear out the rats? Yes. You got the rat tails. Excellent. The seller certificate, here's a reward. Glad you could help. You're in 50 gold. Yeah, see, you're in 50 gold, and that should be 25 gold. And we got 50 XP for turning that in. You don't have, not much, mostly reading. We do so much. I never get much time to read. I am currently on book 5 of the Stephen King Dark Tower series. There's 7 books, right? So I'm on book 5, but the books are long. So right now it's like a 600-page book or something. 600 or something. It's a long book. Actually, it might be like 400 or 500 pages, but book 6 is bigger than book 5, and book 7 is pretty big. So, okay, Wisp there. I leveled up. All right. That was kind of weird that it did that. It overlapped whatever I was doing. We're going to put that into the whiteboard, and we'll have that as a... I need to fix that. All right. So, level up. I don't know. Chat box, text box. Needs work. All right. Yeah, it's a good. I mean, like, it's a really good series. I have lots of books to read. Not all the time to read them because I do stuff like this, streaming. I work on the game. I play video games. I work on the vehicles. Where we go camping sometimes. We're doing a lot, right? All right, we finished working on those, so we're gonna go fight the nothing yet. I need to pick up the quest for the next one. Yeah, you gave me the names of the books. Yes. Yep. All right. Yeah, my book pile is just, it's big. And like I said, we just don't get a huge amount of time to sit and read, you know. Cheapin, good morning. You're getting ready to go up north? Gotcha. What? Cheapin. You have subscribed now for 45 months. That is a long time. That's how long I've been an affiliate streamer. So, I've been streaming a little over 45 months, but I've been an affiliate for 45 months. Long time. actually, the funny part is, like, well, my affiliate anniversary's in August, but yeah. All right. I do want to change up their battle, right? Because they're just doing the same style attacks. You know what? Let's do this. Now, by the time you get to fight the lizards, you should be level 2. You should have increased your health a little bit. So it shouldn't be as bad of a fight. But lizards need their own fight. Right? So we're just kind of making a list of stuff that I see as I go. We're going to do heavy attack. They are yellow, and you cannot see the targeting arrow very well because it shows up in like on them. Targeting arrow for lizards. Not. It's too low. Over top of them. All right. Yeah, so these are the lizard folk, right? Also, name should be lizard folk. All right. I am liking this down in this corner. I feel like it is a good spot. Oh, 1 damage left. Man. All right. I think it's a good spot. 3. There we go. All right. Now I want to eat something. I still have to put exactly what the items do on their description panels and finish some of their items, like the descriptions. So items need a better description. Also, and I don't know if you can hear Arwen, but she's behind me making little noises. She's like trying to talk to me. All right. Attack, heavy, first one. Light attack, second one. And turn. I should have done this when I was out of the So right now, using your it says 1 AP, but it's not actually taking away AP anymore. I'm trying to figure out a better idea for it. All right, so we have 11 points left. That's pretty close. I'm at 2. All right, item use. Item inventory use. It did not work. Inventory did not work. All right, we got to run. We're not going to make that. Oh, it worked when I came out of it. That's a weird bug. Items not working from inventory bag in combat. And items, quick items not working in combat now because of the new menu. All right. I have 2 of the lizard claws. I currently need to get 5. I don't want to fight the rat. No, stay away from me. Alright, I may not make this one. I feel like I think one of the things that we need to do is when you hit level 2, one of the first things you're going to be able to do is unlock special attack. I think that's just what needs to be done. 11, 5, 0. Oh, I died. All right. Put back into town. It says, oh, what a crazy dream I had. Glad that didn't really happen. Yeah, me too. So I still have my items. I have this, and it keeps your quest progress. The wisp talks to you. So this one said, don't pick the flowers. There we are. And that's it. All right. Back out we go. How did I walk up there? So right there is a gap in so we're gonna put that there, and we're gonna say there's a gap in the collision. Right? So gap in the collision. All right. And then I need to put that up here. So gap in collision in marsh. All right. Anyways, let's come this way. I want to fight that lizard. Can I get past this? No. I don't really want to fight these guys. So we're going to run. Whoops. There was another rat. So, as I've been doing this, if you have suggestions or thoughts about it, oh, I can't walk through. Oh, there we go. Thoughts or suggestions on attacking or how this should look, I think let me know. All right, we're going to end turn because on the next turn, I want to try to use my special and make sure that stuff works. Attack, special, dancing blade, attacks. Okay, so it attacks both of them at the same time. I got 2 left. We're going to end turn. That took me down to 11. That took me down to 5. Attack, special, dancing blade. All right, so this is a risk. I got 5 points left. Did not make it. Blizzards are a little tough. Little tough. So I think is going up 5 hit points between level 1 and level 2 probably too little, right? You should probably go up to like 40. Yeah. Also, I was trying to think of combat, right? HP from level 1 to 2 should go up by 10. Now, here is kind of our thing, right? So, okay, you go up, the enemies get a little tougher, right? So they have 15 health. They give you 15 XP, but they're doing more damage. I haven't figured out the gear system yet, so I don't know because I'm gonna have to edit the character sprites, I think. But for right now, I think it'll work. I'll have to really kind of figure that out. Because when you're in game, the character's just holding a sword. I think I'm going to make it so that when you're just walking around, right, the sword's not there. And then when you go to battle, the weapon comes out. Or maybe the sword's on the back, so when you're walking up, you'll see it across the back of the player. Right? All right, I got 3. I need to get some more. So let's go in. Oh, he's respawned. Oh, he's respawned. Okay. All the enemies do have a respawn timer. Let's do a light attack. heavy attack, then turn. We're going to skip a turn, basically. We're going to use our special. Hit both of them. Light attack. And light attack. Okay, so that one played off. That one worked. Let's do heavy attack and turn. Attack, special. Yeah, I think just being up at a little bit higher in health is going to be good. So you only start at 35, right? And maybe, or you start at 30. Maybe that you start a little higher. Okay. I have 7. I think that's enough now to turn in for the quest. Yeah, and the Wisp has, like, silly things it says. Alright. Yes, I have the claws. We turn in the claws. Excellent. Those lizard folk won't be bothering us anymore. Well done. Here's your 50 gold. Okay, so there is a discrepancy between the gold that it tells you you're supposed to get and the gold that you do get. I can also probably get rid of this XP on the screen here. All right. So we're going to the marsh, but we need to go into the cave. The grass is suspiciously green. Don't trust it. No, get away. Fine. Okay. So now we're gonna use another one. We'll heal up. Come down here. Here's the entrance to the cave. All right. And now in the cave, I don't have any enemies right now. I think I pulled them out. I think. No, I did not. If, and I didn't because I skipped some of it. If you go through and you fight all the rats and you turn in the rat quest, that should make you level 1. Well, that should make you level 2, right? Because you start as a level 1. So that should make you a level 2. Then completing the lizard quest will put you close to being a level 3. You can't go into the cave. Well, you can go in, but it's going to be so dark you're not going to be able to do anything. The goal is you're going to have to find the wisp. Because the wisp will help you see in the darkness of the cave. And that will put you over level 3. So then at that point, you should be strong enough to handle these guys. So we're going to try it, but I'm a little under balanced for a level 3 these guys, right? I wonder if for those that play RPGs and MMOs and all that stuff, do you think the enemies should have a level on them? Like maybe below the health bar, it should say level 3. I don't know. Just thinking about it. All right. We're gonna end churn with 1 AP left. That's a lot. $14 points of damage. They could kill me this turn. 7 0. Yep. Well, that's a glitch. It put me back at the somewhere in one of the cave systems. That's not there right now. So, when the player dies, do you feel like the player should go we're in the void and the thing saying lovely day. Do you feel like when the player dies, you should go all the way back to the tavern? Or to like the town? Or should you go back to the start of the zone you're in? All right, because right now, apparently I can walk around. In the void. Well. Let's see. Where I am. I don't think I'm anywhere. I'm just kind of lost in the void here. Okay. I'll stop it. First thing first, I want to get rid of that little HP being drawn. And that's this right here. Or XP being drawn. We'll turn that off. Let's go look at our dialogue systems. NPC Nope, NPC dialogue. All right. This is where I have to come up with all the conversation for the dialogue. Rats in the cellar, 50 XP. So rats give you 50 XP when you turn in the quest, but 50 gold is incorrect. I should really be like, I need to figure out a balancing system on the money. But I feel like 20 gold, even, I think you just get 10. So I need to adjust that. That's bright. The gold it's going to give you is 10. And maybe I'm starting too high with gold. How about that? We start at 25. Let's... I don't know what anybody else thinks, but I think maybe starting at 40 HP might be good. Yeah. All right, let's go into our dialogue. What did I say? 10? 10. So, excellent work. The seller is safe again. Here's your reward. Thanks. Glad I could help. You've earned 10 gold. Come back if you need more work. And not enough rats. Come back. Okay, so we're going to go pass through this because now we're going to work into the lizard quest. If the rats give you 10 gold, maybe 15 gold. It gives you 90 experience for turning that in. We're going to change that. So this is, here's 15. Okay. Now, I think I made it so that you had to collect 8 of these. Yes. All right, 8. You have 8 claws. All right. That should be good for the skeleton, or for the lizards. But yeah. So now we'll go to work on the skeleton quest. Also, I see ads are going to go off in about, I don't know, 30, 40 seconds. When they do, I'm going to take a be right back. The ads are going to run for 3 minutes. I need some more coffee. And then we'll get back to it. So if it did 15, like 20. And we need 5 skeletons. You will be getting off? Okay. I appreciate you hanging out, Secret Harbor. I will chat with you later. And have a good Sunday. Thanks. I will. And like I said, ads are about to go off, everyone. So when they do, I'm going to take a quick beer back. Now is a good time to get up and stretch and do what you need. And then we'll get back to it and work on some of this. And Homeless, bye, Mama 8-Bits. Have a great day. Appreciate that, Homeless. All right. I still have it that we're getting 5 of these. What? Do we want that higher? Like, do we feel like, oh, you should be getting more of these things? I guess for now, we'll just leave it at that. All right, there are the ads. I will see everybody in a few moments. Hang tight, get up and stretch, do what you need to, and I will be right back. we're back. Get adjusted here. What are we doing? Oh yeah, we're working on quests. So, skeleton one. You only need 5 skeletons. And I have that there, and you're going to get 20 gold for it. Right? So in here, we say this. Come back with 5 skulls. Return. I feel like that's wrong right here. Still working should be skeletons. All right, because not enough skeletons, still working. I guess we should check the other one, right? Turning quest there, accepted. Okay. Marshburger. Yeah. Okay. Let's run it. Sweet victory, huh? Hi, homeless. We need our item data. Oh, that wasn't a fart? No, that wasn't a fart. Did it lie to you? It lied to you, didn't it? All right. We're going to put these back. All right, there is the stinkiness. And where'd that come from? Jeepin farted. Upstairs, stinking up the room. I know it. I know. I wasn't even through here. You could just hear it from down here. I know. Oh, I really heard that one. Sunday morning poops. Almost G-Man swear to the croc guns, you'd better not be at work. Yeah, she's not at work. She's just in farting and stinking up the place. And there was another one. Who was that? Tumat. Welcome in. Although a little stinky, but you're here, so we're good. Is the house shaking? The house is shaking for sure. Tumat, you got summoned by all the farts. I mean, if there was a way to be summoned, that would, that's fine. It works. How are you doing today? All right, we're going to... You're in danger? Yeah. We're going to start this. We are not going to have any of those in our backpack. All right, let's look at room battle for a moment. Not battle. How about cave? So if I died here, it is moving me somewhere. So I got to be careful and not to die back in that cave. All right, let's start it. Yeah, Jeebin, you need a gas mask. True. And Chima, thanks. Doing fine. You found some time to work on your projects, and how's the day going? Well, my day's going fine. It's still early in the morning. It's like a little after 9 a.m. And we're just here working on this RPG, right? So this is the RPG version 2. At the end of last year, I spent 3 months and worked on RPG version 1, and that is available. So that's on my itch page, right? And then after that, I did a 3-month top down. Well, my whole goal was to return to the RPG, which is what we're doing. So now we're working towards version 2. So we have 8 hours between us. Yeah, I think so.
Welcome to the dark side,
Yes.
where we have cookies and jello shots.
We have, yes. Welcome to the dark side. We have cookies and jello shots because Darth Annie, Jeep and Annie there, made a whole bunch of jello shots last night. Yes. Right? All right, so we're going to start the game. And you can see now the difference between this and what version 1 was, just by the look on this. But the game is now zoomed out, right? So feels a little better with it. In community, welcome in Q. How you doing this morning? It's always a party. True. All right. We're going to talk to Brewer here, the barkeep. We're going to get the first quest. Rats. Silly vermin taking over our cellar. They come in from the marsh down south. What can you do to help? I need someone to go into the cellar and take out some of these vermin. Got it. Accept the quest. All right. And I need to check what happens if I try to turn it in without it. Oh, you've been back. Did you clear out those rats? Okay. Doesn't look like you've gotten all of them yet. Come back when you have 10 rat tails. All right, perfect. So, as you can see, Brewer is our barkeep. And we're going to pick up the Wisp because he's right here. He's only in the pub for testing. Eventually, the little Wisp will be out in the world somewhere, and you'll have to find them. So we'll pick up the travel companion. Right? So we need 10 rat tails to turn this in. Oh, and that needs to get fixed. I wonder where that was. I should say 10 gold. All right, but let's go find a rat. So this is the new restructured battle map. There was a question there. Processor, welcome in. How you doing? Will your appearance change according to the gear? I've been trying to figure that out. If so, how do you split the character in parts, character appearance? Well, it looks like right now your character is wearing leather, right? I think I'm going to have to redesign it, right? Because right now it would be a lot of artwork. So I don't know yet. I think that's the easy answer, right? I don't know. Here, let's capture the character. Let's go to the web whiteboard and put this in here. And has anybody else drawn yet in here? We have a happy spring. We have a... Oh, look at that. All right, let's come back over to where we're dropping some of this stuff in. Let's make this bigger. All right. The problem I have is I would have to make new armor based upon the gear that you wear, right? So a lot of artwork. I don't know how to do this. I don't know if that's what I'm going to have to do. And maybe there's only going to be so many armor sets, right? I do want new different weapons, so I'll probably start with that, right? Where if you're holding an axe, it will be an axe, not the sword. Yeah. And that might be. It is pretty integrated, right? It is a sprite that has it, and it will probably be easier to do the color system, like you're saying. So let's talk about that for a minute here, right? Gear. Draw new sprites with different gear, meaning like each component, arms, you know, so head, arms, torso, legs, would be the different gear, or change color on the gear. And that is probably going to be a better choice to do this. Because that is a tough decision, right? Outside of finding an asset pack that has a different character with the ability to have armor sets. If I could find that, I am okay with buying an character, an armor pack, asset pack, that's for commercial use, right? Some games might render sprites from 3D models. No 3D models here. This is strictly like a 2D thing to it. Render sprites from 3D models, no hand drawing. Yeah, this is not going to be that. I might be able to find an asset pack that has a character available that has a whole bunch of armor sets to it, and that would work, and I'd be happy to buy that. But in the meantime, it's going to be probably best to do the coloring, right? Versus redrawing each one of these with it. I wouldn't even know how to start with that. Like, how do I even take a 3D model, import it into and convert it to a 2D sprite? I have no idea. I need a tool, probably. Yeah, I've never done that, so I'm not even sure like the process outside of knowing I need a tool. Yeah. The project for this is only going to be, well, it's 6 months to take it to version 2. That's kind of what my time frame is that I gave it. Which will put me like, I don't know, September, October, somewhere in there. September, I think. But I guess we'll see, right? And that would, yeah, because it'll be easier to color than it is to redo all the sprites with the frames. So yeah, figuring out gear is going to be coming up soon on this. I just reworked the view of the combat screen. I zoomed out more on the whole game, so it feels a little better. Shrunk down the attack system over here, right? And I think it overall it looks a lot better compared to what it was. So this is where it was, right? Action point, giant big panel. But that was my first rendition after what it was in version 1, right? So now we took that and broke it down into smaller stuff like this. And this is future concept area right here. So all right, what do we got? One left. Let's do heavy attack, light attack. All right, I feel like that's better. I like starting with the 40 HP versus the 30. I think it just balances it a little better. And we're slowly getting new sounds into the game as well. But yeah, converting it from the big panel to this and getting these to work right, although my item one is not working right. That was like... And moving this, but getting all this stuff, I don't know, it was like 4 hours yesterday after stream. I just had some trouble with it, but I got it. All right, so we'll end turn. There we go. All right, so I leveled up. That was a quick little screen. I do need to figure that out. So this is kind of what happens, right? It overlaps with stuff. It's not very clear, but it shows what occurred. And this is actually not even right anymore. So I got to fix all that. And I think I have that in my notes, though. Yeah, it's in here. Yeah, right here. So I got that now. Oh, you just noticed it? It's a 6-month project. Yeah, taking it from version 1 to version 2. I like condensed challenges, right? So version 1, which is on my itch page here, that was 3 months to get it from scratch to there. Now we're doing 6 months to take it from version 1 all the way to version 2. How much time is left? 5 months. Yeah. 5 months. So, yeah, I think so. It depends on how far I can get it by the end of version 2. But I think we'll have another version after that at some point, right? So I think the idea is I'll do the 6 months. Maybe I'll do something else for the last part of the year, just to break things up for a little bit. We'll do a side project. We'll do something else. Who knows? Maybe we'll return to the avatar app, which is all the avatars that you see running around the bottom of the screen right now, to there, because it also has a bunch of channel point stuff built into it. I'd like to work on updating some of this, so that'd be fun maybe to go back to. And then maybe we'll get back to a version 3. And the idea is we're slowly building this game up. But yeah, we'll see where we get by the end of version 2. And yeah. Or if we're really, really into it, maybe we'll just immediately go into version 3. Oh, the rat found me. So we'll end version 2 at the end of September and then go into like version 3. Yeah, it's a kind of a checkpoint, right? So I did that with a bunch of these. These are like Game Jam ones. I did a 3-month tower defense. Pixel Warrior was a 2D dungeon crawl. That was my first real big game. That kind of took me like a year because I was also learning how to game program and do all that fun stuff. And then I did a 3 months at the beginning part of this year. I did a 3-month top-down shooter. I consider these like minimum viable products, MVPs, kind of like a prototype demo. Be like, is this a good idea? Do we want to take it and try to make it into a better game at that point? So yeah, it's a absolute checkpoint. Also, I try to hold to the time frame, and we determine whether it was a success or not. Where if things went wrong, where did it go wrong? If things are right, how did the project go? Lessons learned doc, basically. We talk about what could be done better. How do we advance to the next project? That kind of stuff. All right, we need... And I like the zoomed out feel on this, right? Because now there's more room when you get your companions. You'll have room for them to hang out in here and not feel squished. So, because it was pretty squished before. This is it, right? It was pretty squished. So now it's zoomed out and you can see the difference between that and this. And ignore the light system. This is what it was. I got rid of the light in the combat and inside the house, like inside the buildings. For right now. It only exists outside and in the marsh area because it changes the degree of light. So we need to defend. That will drop this way back down into the green for focus. I can get a heavy attack now. There we go. All right. I think the adjustment on the action points was also good. Although I am planning to make it so you start with a little more than 3. I think that's been determined after a couple weeks of playing with it now, with action points in it. And something is doing a odd damage amount. I just don't know where that's coming into effect. So I need to make note of that. We have damage to player taking an odd number, which is weird. I'm trying to keep it all very like whole number, right? the 20.8 is weird. And I don't think... let me see. This is all the respawn quest stuff in here. Which I probably don't need that showing up much anymore either. All right, let's open that back up. Okay. So I just don't know where that is, right? This. And why it has a odd number, but it looks like everything is okay. These are producing whole numbers here. And I wonder if it's rounding it weird. Right? I wonder if there is a rounding and maybe it's off. I don't know. It's just odd. All right, we'll get through this. Then I need to heal. We're out of food items. I'm going to go back up. I need to go... What the hell's going on there? Why are you standing between the bars? How'd you even get there? Oh, well, looks like I can walk on it a little bit there. All right, so looks like a bit of a layer issue there. That's probably left over from like version 1 issue. Some of the depth layering, I rushed it, so I still have to work on scenery. So that's going to be bar. Depth layer issue. Okay. And Panuch, if you are here, you're hiding behind the bar. Great spot. I guess the service wasn't fast enough for you, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the bar and do this myself. So, also when I increase the zoom, the portraits, can't see the player one, but it's way over here, and the barkeep is over here on top of the inventory. So I need to realign that. So we're just ignoring it though. All right. I have 9. I need 10. We're going to put some food, though, on the quick bar. We're going to go down and do one more fight. I feel like the battle with the rats as a level 1 is pretty good now. They're not much of it, like that much of a challenge. So I feel like the balancing is pretty good on it, I think. There we are. Yeah, you need to repair your pirate ship. True. All right, so we're going to turn that in. You're back. Did you clear out those rats? Yes, turn it in. Excellent work. The cellar is safe again. Here's a reward. Earned my 10 gold. Perfect. All right, so we're over level 2. We turned in our quest. We got the XP we needed. Panuch, for this game, I have thought about putting in a port harbor so we can have our ships in it. I think that would be cool. You need rum to repair your ship. Yeah, well, I mean, all right. So for everyone else, we're talking about Winrose, the new pirate crafting survival game, and you need rum to repair your ship. It's really not repairing your ship. It's repairing the people that need to repair your ship, right? They need rum. That's how they work. Need to hydrate them. Yes, exactly. And you're stuck back there again. I need to make it so the player, like other people, can't go back there. And maybe I'll just make it so you can't walk past here. And that might work. Jello shots. Yes, you need Jello shots. That is something. Oh, we're going to have to talk about like food item that we're going to need in here. Right? Also, your wisp who's hiding behind the counter talks and says random stuff at you. You're waiting for the AC Black Flag remake, but you've been eyeing on this Winrose. So, processor, if you haven't seen it, it's a lot of fun, right? I think the sea combat is really nice. I feel like the regular combat on the islands is good. Both myself, Jeepin, Panuch all play it, and yeah, it's really good. But the Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake, Black Flag itself was pretty good, right? So I'm looking forward to that. Infinity Graphics, he doesn't need it, but it does help. True. He does. All right, let's buy some other stuff. Oh, that crashed the game. Do not buy the potion. I remember that now. Not enough gold. Oh, I have 16. Oh, okay. So it crashed it because I don't have enough gold. Well, all right. We're going to close the game because we have an error here. We're going to put the error message into my chat. Well, not chat. The text document. All right. So we're going to try to fix that. Inside buy item. Some of this has changed, and it's probably part of my problem. All right. Item work is going to be next at some point here. Item data. Yeah, a lot of this stuff needs to be adjusted price-wise as well. Yeah. Well, my goal is for today. I want to I'm going to spend a couple more hours on it today. I want to be able to play some games today. Jeepin, you are streaming today. What are you streaming today? Hi, Arlen. And for those that are, I don't know if you can hear her or not, but Arwen, who sits behind me, is a 5-year-old Quaker Parrot, and she's clamoring about, making noise. And my goal today is, one, I got to fix this bug, right? So let's take all this. Let's put it in here. Let's put it over here. We're going to say current bugs that we need, right? Current bugs. Oops. And we'll do that. All right, so that is my goal for today. The rest, figure this stuff out. And let's see what's going on. So it's about almost a quarter to 10, 10 in the morning. I'm going to work on this for a little bit. Then I know Jeepin and I are going to go grab tacos for lunch. I've been looking forward to it because I love the taco place. And then we'll come back. She's streaming. I'm just not sure what yet. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be Windrose, Crimson Desert, or Diablo 4. So then I'll probably game for a while, right? Then I'll come back to this. I would like to work on this stuff and try to see what I can get through. Tomorrow, there's not going to be another stream, like a stream tomorrow, unfortunately. At least for the next 2 weeks, there won't be a stream on Monday mornings like I normally do because of work. I'm in a doing project work, right? Well, it's the beginning of the week, and currently this new stuff requires us to have a meeting on Mondays to get the work the week started. So I really can't have a meeting and stream at the same time. So it's just not going to happen, unfortunately. So for the next 2 weeks, there will be no Monday stream. Next week will be Saturday, Sunday, and then the following week after it is only going to be on Sunday. But by then, maybe I'll get Monday back. Because we have... oh, well, no, I might be able to get Saturday. I think we'll be fine. All right. Let's see. Stinkiness. That was stinky. It reverbed. And I could feel the house shake for that one. Homeless. Sunday, you got to get it out. Can't hold it in. It'll start exploding. That's what happens. Right? Okay. Fix some spelling there. This is all my debug stuff that I throw on the player to test it, to make sure that it has it. Yeah, you got to clean the brown air out. True. It happens. You got to do it, right? Okay, and these are all the items. You can see my string right here is empty. That I need to work on adding what they do. And right now, this is the amounts. These are hard set. I'm going to have to fix that so it's not a hard set number, right? it's going to have to be a percent, I think, for different items, like food items. Maybe it'll be a certain percent. The potion is going to have to be a level 1 potion. Will be a certain percent. A level 2 potion, level 3, that kind of stuff. Yeah. Processor farting is completely natural. In fact, that was the icebreaker when you met your future wife. Nice. Yeah. It you know, it can't help it, right? All right. I think my list for today is pretty good. We did manage to get a couple things organized and done on it. And yesterday, this was all the stuff that I managed to get done yesterday. Well, over the course of the week, actually. This was all the feedback and then the fixes for them. There's Jeepin. Hey, Jeepin, I know you're streaming today, but what are you going to be streaming? Are you doing Windrose, Crimson Desert, or Diablo 4? What do you feel like you're doing today? Or something totally different? Yesterday, I spent time reorganizing this, and I really like it. Now, one of the things I want to do is this thing right here. I want to add a new panel in the bottom corner that's going to be the player or in all your companions showing your HP with your action point numbers. Right? And I think that'll be good. Jeepin popped in to laugh and ran away again. she loved the smell. And Panuch, all three, you know, I've mentioned that to Jeepin before. I'm like, why don't you play one game for a couple hours and switch over? No. She wants to play one game and stick to it during that particular stream, which is fine. But, yeah. And if you're on the whiteboard and you happen to see this is Chained Echoes. This is kind of where I'm taking some design from, along with some other games, right? So a little bit of other games are all mixed into this, but the idea of the HP panel down here came from here, as well as restructuring the panel for the attack and the actions to be in the bottom left corner. That came out of here. Up next and all this stuff, while this has it, I forget what game I took that from. You heard your name? Yes. What do you know what you're streaming yet for later today? Are you doing Windrose, Crimson Desert, or Diablo 4? I don't know what you're thinking about doing today. Today, you have more time to stream, right? So it'll probably be Windrose. Okay. Excellent. Now we have a server for Windrose. Yeah, you got to kill that boss guy, right? I think it'll be fun. I'll probably hop on there as well. I need to get my character up to speed. I think I'm only a level 4. I want to be closer to like 6, 7 before fighting that first guy. You need help? Yeah, I'll be on there. We need resources. We need all kinds of stuff. So I'll be on today as well. I did not just say that. What? Oh no, I said 6, 7 on the internet. Yeah, what about that? 6, 7? Yeah. You know why 7 is scared of 9? Because 7, 8, 9. Or it should be, yeah. 6 is afraid of 7. It's because 7, 8, 9. Teenagers? I hope not. No teenagers. This is an adult stream. 6 was afraid of 7. That's it. 6 is afraid of 7 because 7, 8, 9. There has been number things throughout. I mean, all men are perpetual teenagers. True. True. We only talk about flatulence, not trends like 6, 7. Very adult stream. Yes. Okay. There might be a hole in my logic. I think it's funny how like different generations have different numbers that are like the funny thing. Some of it, like there's numbers that were in like songs and that becomes a big thing. And then whatever 6, 7 is, which I don't even think it has a meaning, is a big thing now. 6, 9 is a classic. Yeah. You know, and there's just, it's funny how like every generation has like different stuff. The list goes on. True. It does. 420. Yep, that's a good one. Yeah, it's always funny. All right. Well, I think we accomplished a decent amount today. We have a pretty good list about stuff I need to work on. This turned out okay. The reorganizing of the battle focus is good. I like this in the bottom corner. Yeah. And I like the suggestion that you had, processor, about the color change of the gear, right? And maybe we'll have to figure that out. Do you just buy a helm? Or are you buying a whole suit? Maybe if you just buy the suit. Right? Then I can make one sprite. One sprite, like the attack one, you know, has like different frames into it. But one sprite with like, I don't know, 6 frames, 7 frames, all have different, like the color upgrade. So I don't have to just do the helm. Yeah. And maybe I could change this as well, but we'll see. I gotta figure out how that's gonna work. But I like the idea of just changing the color to it. All right. Well, it is about 5 to 10. It's just about time. I'm going to call it for the day. Now, as I said, unfortunately, work is in the way for the next 2 weeks, so no stream on Monday. And the next time I'll be here will be Saturday next week. Same digital time, same digital place. But outside of that, we have Jeep and Annie, who is the game streamer out of the two of us, right? So there's Jeep and Annie, and she's going to be streaming Winrose today, probably starting around like 12:30-ish, 12:31, somewhere right about there. Streaming for the whole rest of the afternoon, doing Winrose. And tomorrow, 4 p.m. Mountain Time, is Cooking with Annie. It's Jeep and Annie's cooking stream, which is always a good time. But I think we're going to see who's out there and go visit them. That's it. Everybody gets to have a good Sunday. So let's see who's on. Sundays are kind of hit and miss sometimes. People are on, but not always working on games. Processor, thanks. I appreciate you being here. And yeah, you know what? I think we're going to go visit somebody playing a game. And don't forget, yes, join the Discord. We have gaming. We have game servers for the Discord. We have a role that you can pick for game development, and go from there, right? But I see somebody on that is playing a game who I have not had a chance to raid in a little while, so we're going to go visit community. He was in here earlier. Really great person. And yeah, they're playing a game. So we're going to go visit them. I appreciate everybody for being here. Let's go visit community. And I will get to talk to everybody later. So bye, all.